Hey everybody, this is the fifth and final, hopefully, there might be other videos about how we're going to do this, but for now this is the final one planned for how we are going to restart public masses here in the Petersburg pastoral region, and this is an exciting one. How are we going to distribute Holy Communion? Because that's something that people have been missing so much. So it's exciting that this is what we get to do. So we're going to do it kind of similar as we always do. There'll be the lines coming forward. But as you're coming forward, remember, 6 feet, right? We don't want to have to get out the cattle prod. Unless it's family, right? If your little brother's in front of you or you've been with your grandma all these times, you can just come up with them. But to try to leave that space in between for the distribution of communion. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the precious blood will not be distributed. We'll only be distributing the body of Christ. And if you are wearing, as you come forward, if you're wearing a mask here, we're going to ask that you remove the mask before you receive Holy Communion. So what we don't want to happen is you have this mask on, you have the Eucharist in your hands, and then you have to figure out how to do something like that. Like that's not we're going to try to be as reverent as possible. So you come forward, you got your mask on. You can pull your mask down to receive. Your glasses look like old man. You can pull your mask down and then receive, put it back up, of course. Again, and if you're wearing gloves, please take off your gloves before the Eucharist is placed on your hands. Now, I know some people like to receive the Eucharist on their tongue for, until I was a priest, that's how I always received. We have been asked by the Archbishop to discourage this practice, but not to say it's impossible. So if you would like to receive the Eucharist on your tongue, that you would just come to the priest line. Just come to Father Jared and I's line, maybe sit on that part of the church, and come to our line if you'd like to receive the Eucharist on your tongue. All right. I think that's it for how to receive communion. The other thing is if you are an extraordinary minister of Holy Communion. So we'll only be having extraordinary ministers of Holy Communion at the Sunday Masses or the Saturday evening Masses. For the other ones, we're going to try to have either our seminarian, his name will be Tony, he'll get here in a matter, maybe he's already here. So either him and the priest or either the deacon at the priest. So daily Masses, it'll just be the two of us, either the priest and the seminarian or the priest and the deacon, and heck, maybe even both priests will distribute Holy Communion. And then we'll need extraordinary ministers of Holy Communion for those weekend Masses. I realize some of you may not be comfortable distributing Holy Communion at this time. If you're distributing Holy Communion, you can wear a mask while you're distributing Holy Communion. Of course, ask that you take down the mask to receive, then you can put it up again when you begin to distribute communion. If you would not like to distribute Holy Communion at this time, asking that if you're not comfortable, to please indicate that you're unavailable on the Ministry Scheduler Pro program. Hopefully you know how to go in. If you don't remember how to signify that you're unavailable to distribute, please call the parish and we will get you set up for that. Or I say we, but I mean Bobby, because she's ridiculously awesome. The last thing, all communion distributors, healthy dose of hand sanitizer. Yes, we still have some hand sanitizer. I know we haven't used it all, and Father Jared hasn't had to start bootlegging hand sanitizer, although I wouldn't put it past him. So that's the distribution of Holy Communion. This is the last preparatory video as we prepare to welcome all of you back to the celebration of Mass as we come to worship God. We offer praise and thanksgiving for His blessings. I mean, if we're still able to go to Mass now and we're not sick, I'll count that as a win. It's been a long time coming. Look forward to seeing everybody at the public celebration of Mass beginning Monday, May 25th. This is Father Sean. Looking forward to the distribution of Holy Communion. Stay safe, keep socially distanced, take down your mask before you receive communion, and then when you get back to your pew for the first time of receiving the Eucharist after weeks and close to a month, maybe months, I can only imagine what that'll be like. Right? I can only imagine that the Lord has made His dwelling in your heart, in your soul yet again. And the praise and the thanksgiving and the gratitude that we owe him is something we could never give a full return. So thanks so much for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next week at the celebration of Mass. Take care. God bless. This is Father Sean.